Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Dr. Dion Napier with Amplify Vocal Studio. Today is Tuesday, January the 9th, maybe? I don't know. I get the days off. But y'all come in. I almost fell off my seat. Y'all come in and welcome. Today, I want to talk about first steps to learning commercial music styles. And this is for classically trained singers. I'm a former classical singer turned online entrepreneur and commercial style voice coach. And what I do is help classical singers learn how to sing contemporary music without sounding operatic. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to be singing contemporary music, but sounding like we singing, an opera aria. Okay, we don't want to sound like that. Welcome. So today I want to talk about first steps to learning commercial music styles. And this talk is going to kind of flow into some different things. I'm going to end with talking about the benefits of my basics of mix and belt course, which starts this Thursday and registration cuts off today. But first of all, let's start with the skills that you need. If you want to drop in the chat where you are calling in from, where you're joining me from, I always love to see that. All right, so first of all, classical singers, when we're transitioning out of university, we no longer want to pursue opera anymore, or we've aged out of auditioning for opera companies or auditioning for young artist programs, and we don't really know what our next steps are, right? So you want to sing commercial music, but you don't have the skills. So the first set of skills that you're going to need transition into singing commercial, you're going to need to know how to sing in your bridges without bringing head voice down. Okay, welcome. You're going to need to know how to sing in your bridges without bringing head voice down. Head voice down is a very classical, kind of dated sound. It does not sound modern, okay? To sing in your bridges in a contemporary style, and y'all, I always have my notes because my mind just kind of be all over the place, so I like to stay focused. In order to sing in the bridges in contemporary style, you have to learn how to add pharyngeal resonance, okay? I'll just leave it at that. The second skill that you're going to need to know is how to sing in mixed voice without flipping into an operatic head voice, and how to belt without straining and yelling uncontrollably. Okay, you're going to have to know how to do that. You got to know how to mix without flipping into that head voice, and you got to know how to belt without straining. Let me go back. One thing I wanted to mention, so about singing in the bridges. When I first started teaching contemporary style singers, what I realized, guys, is that while classical instruction oftentimes emphasizes breath and the breath mechanism and how to breathe and all of that, I realized as I was teaching commercial singers, breath is far less important. What is pivotal and what is more important is registration, which is learning how to sing in the bridges, learning how to navigate the passaggio in a contemporary context, right? Learning how to transition registers without your voice breaking and cracking. That is more important than breath when we're looking at a contemporary music context and we're training singers to sing CCM style. So I just want to throw that in there, because when we come from classical, like I said, it can be drilled in our head, breath, the breath. But then CCM is not that important. Registration is the most important, okay, to start out with, okay? All right, cool. And so the third skill that you're going to need to know are basic elements of style, of contemporary style, okay? Because once you get the mix and the belt, that's cool, but that's just foundational. You have to know style traits, style characteristics of the genres that you want to sing in. Just like 8 basic style characteristics that you need to know. Mixed voice. Mixed voice is a style, but it is also a technique, a vocal technique. So it's both. So you're going to have to know mixed voice. You're going to need to know vocal fry, cry, slides, scoops, runs and riffs, dynamics and dynamic control, and then unique pronunciation. Okay, that's kind of just like a basic list of style elements that you'll hear. Welcome on YouTube. That you'll hear when you're listening to different genres of CCM music. And so when you go to put your more classical voice into this context, in order to sound more contemporary, you're going to need to add some of those style elements to your songs. Okay, so those are just basic skills. I'm telling you what you're going to need. Now, you might be aware that you need this coming out of classical training, but you're not sure where to find it. I know I was like that. You know, when I graduated out of the university in academia, I wanted to sing commercial music. I was no longer interested in classical singing, but I did not know where to find the resources. I did not know where to go for my voice to be trained. All I knew was vocal training in academia with voice teachers who do Western classical and bel canto. That's all I knew. Okay. So you may be wanting this, but you don't know where to find it. So let me know if these descriptions sound like you. Now, I said and thought about this because at some point in my journey transitioning from classical into commercial, I have embodied one of these personas, and I want you to listen and see if you relate to any of this or if this sounds like you. Okay, so you might be, let me switch my thing. You might be the high achieving classical singer who trained 4 to 10 plus years in universities or conservatories, but you still can't make all the vocal sounds that you want to make. Okay, sound familiar? Okay, yeah, and that can feel defeating. You know, I felt absolutely defeated because of that. I'm like, I have trained all this time and I still cannot go and sing pop music that I listened to as a kid and sing it right. I still can't sing the contemporary worship and the gospel music that I grew up that shaped me as a kid and sound authentic. That felt defeating to me. Okay, let me know if you can relate. Or here's another persona. You might be the passionate classical ballads that you hear these commercial style. You want to sing the Whitney Houston, you want to sing the Celine Dion. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't exactly figure out how to sing it without straining in chest voice and tiring out. Or you always seem to flip over into an operatic head voice, you know? And that can really feel frustrating because you're like, why can I not figure this out? I have a classical voice technique. I know how to use my voice. Why can't I figure this out? It can feel frustrating. If that's you, I understand and I've been there. Okay. Another one. Are you the classical singer, the scholarly classical voice teacher who teaches musical theater and some CCM students, but all you know is bel canto and you feel like an imposter? You feel nervous that them students are going to walk up in there and realize that all you know is bel canto technique, and you know that that language and that technique does not fully transfer to a student that is not trying to sing opera arias. And you feel like an imposter. You're nervous and you feel like they're going to find out that you're a phony and you don't know what you're talking about with your professional self. Okay, if that's you, I know I've been there too. Okay, next, you might feel like the regretful classical singer seeking where your voice fits now that you no longer want to sing opera and you feel stuck. Okay, I think I mentioned this earlier. I totally felt like that. You know, you no longer want to sing classical, but you don't have the tools to sing commercial and sing it right. So you're like, what in the heck do I do? Where does my voice fit? What kind of music am I even able to sing that brings me joy, that brings me fulfillment, but I can sound right singing it too? You know what I mean? So you feel a little bit stuck. Totally have been there. Now, you might also be the working professional classical singer needing to learn commercial technique and style to keep getting work, but you fear being left behind and unable to work without upgrading your skills. I kind of stumbled over that. So what I'm saying is, you may be a singer, an opera singer that's a working professional, but you realize now these opera companies are also requiring you to sing more, to audition with more than just classical arias, just opera arias. They're expecting you to have some pop style and some other styles, and you don't have those tools. And so you nervous, like, am I even going to be able to meet the audition requirements? Because that's what they were in. These opera companies are programming and doing more commercial, contemporary things because they're selling tickets. The commercial stuff sells tickets. The opera stuff is not selling tickets as well right now. Okay. So you feeling like, am I even going to be able to be employable? It's a big deal. You got to get these skills. Okay. And then finally, you might be the trusting classical soprano. Oh my God. And this was so me. You might be the trusting classical soprano whose chest voice was basically demonized in academia, and you feel intimidated to sing commercial styles. Can y'all relate to that? I know I can. My voice teacher told me if I wanted to sing if I was serious about singing opera, I had to ditch that chest voice. I had to come out of my gospel choir. I had to walk away from that speech level singing, and that was all that I knew. So once I did that and I trained my voice 11 years in academia, only singing classical music, and then I want to go sing commercial, I ain't even got no chest voice. I am intimidated to sing commercial music. Because y'all know you have to have a chest voice when you're singing commercial music. If you're going to do any kind of mix or any kind of belt, you got to have a chest voice. And if you ain't got that, that makes you feel intimidated, okay? Let me know if y'all can relate. So those personas, if you can relate or connect to any of those, my Basics of Mix and Belt course was designed for you specifically, okay? I created this course, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is what I needed when I graduated from college. I couldn't find it, and so I built it myself. I created the solution that I needed 10 years ago. So now here in 2024, those of you who also need these skills, who also not trying to go back to school to get all these multiple degrees in voice, that's not going to teach you how to sing commercial music. You want to learn it fast. You need some simple, digestible pedagogy that's going to get you the results. I am your girl. I'm telling you. Okay. So really quick before I hop off and then I'll take questions. So in my Basics of Mix and Belt course, which starts this Thursday in 2 days, and today is the last day to register, these are some of the solutions that you can expect. You can expect to receive a renewed sense of accomplishment instead of defeat. Okay, again, high achiever type classical singers, we love achieving things. We're super highly intelligent. We're fast learners. We love the sense of accomplishment. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, when you graduate and you can't make all the sounds you want to make, that can feel defeating. Well, in my course, you will get a renewed sense of accomplishment. And part of that is because of the way that I teach commercial voice technique. I teach it through primal sounds. These are pre-programmed, hardwired human sounds that all of us are designed and created to make. And they're the pathway into getting these powerful commercial voice sounds without you killing your throat. Okay, so that's going to give you an accelerated learning experience, and it's also going to give you a renewed sense of accomplishment. You're also going to get a clear path forward for your new vocal goals and vocal growth. Because if you don't know where your voice fits, you don't even know like what new vocal goals should I have? What should I be working on? What's the vision for my voice? You don't even know that. Okay, so in this course, I'm going to give you a clear path of what to work on, what aspects of your voice to build so that you can start becoming this classical crossover singer that you really want to be. Okay, you're also going to get confidence and competence as a vocal cross trainer. This is to my teachers, my voice teacher colleagues who are currently feeling like an imposter and a phony because you don't have resources to help your musical theater students and your commercial style singers. In my course, you will get the confidence as well as the competence, the resources, okay, to be able to help and serve these students like I know that you can and like you know that you can, all right, just if you had the right tools. You're also going to get courage to approach CCM music without fear of sounding too classical. Okay, I know for me that was the biggest thing. I wanted to sing commercial music, but I always felt like my voice was too light. I felt like even though I didn't sound fully operatic, the mixed voice that I was singing that I didn't even know, I just felt like it was too light, like it lacked power, and that always made me feel uncomfortable, and I didn't even want to approach singing commercial music because I wasn't confident in my sound. So again, in my course, you're going to get the courage to approach these CCM songs without fear of sounding too classical, because I'm going to hook you up and teach you how to get a modern sound in minutes. It don't take long. It's one little tweak, okay? One major tweak, and it's basically pharyngeal resonance, okay? And then the final thing you're going to get is assurance that you can meet current industry audition requirements. Like I said, what's up, guys, on Instagram? Like I said, these opera companies are requiring that you can sing more than just classical, okay? And so I'm going to make sure that you have the tools that you need so you can step up in those auditions and you can deliver. You can sing your operatic arias, but you can also sing pop music. You can also sing R&B. You have the tools and you know how to functionally, how to get that modern sound out, okay? One of my students in my very first cohort, her name is Isabel Vomick, and I did an interview with her, and it's on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. So proud of her. She came to me in the first quarter of last year. We did an initial session, and she was really nervous. All she sang was classical. She was really nervous about that, and we had to work a little bit. But she enrolled in my course in June, and this is of last year, June 2023. Before December of 2023, she has already been hired or accepted by a musical theater agency. She's already been picked up. So she went from feeling very self-conscious and nervous about approaching commercial style music to less than 6 months later, after taking my course, number one, and working the concept on her own, working the skill, letting that stuff get in her muscle memory, okay? Because I give y'all the tools, but y'all got to work them. I can't work them for you, okay? But Isabel did that, and she got accepted by a musical theater agency. Amazing accomplishment in less than 6 months. So like I said, this process where I take classical singers and help you get a more modern sound so you can sing this commercial music, it's not taking years and years and years like academia. It's not. It's a fast, accelerated process. I give you the tools, and if you work them, you'll get the results. So today is the last day to register. I want you to DM me Mix on Instagram, or you can click the link in my bio to apply. Today is it. After tonight, the registration will be closed. I will be doing another cohort in the spring, and the price will be increased. So just know that up front, okay? So today is the final day. What's up, Kayla? What's up? So today is the last day. Click the link in my bio or DM me Mix on Instagram to get access to the course or to apply to the course. Because everybody's not going to get access. It is by invitation only, but you are welcome to apply if it sounds like something that you know you need. All right. I'm out of time. I'm 2 minutes and 18 minutes, 2 minutes and 18 seconds over. Do y'all have any questions? Any questions? Today I talked about the first steps to learning how to sing commercial style music. And I also did a rundown of the types of classical singers that I created this course for, and I created my solutions for, okay? Because I'm all about providing solutions. I don't want y'all feeling like me going 10 years after academia, not knowing where my voice fit, feeling defeated, feeling afraid to sing commercial. I don't want y'all to feel like that, okay? But I know you may be struggling to find a solution because you won't find this many places. You won't find it in academia. You will find it from commercial style coaches. They can teach you, but they don't always have that knowledge of a classical singer. Now, I come from a classical background and I teach commercial style. So that's what makes me unique and different. Okay. So anyway, if you want to apply for my course, do the things I told you, DM me Mix on Instagram, click the link in my bio. I'll see you guys later this week. Take care. Bye-bye.